Unquestionably, one of the most fascinating regions in the world is the ancient Middle East, particularly for individuals who have a strong interest in sacred texts and the history of the Arabs, Jews, and other linked cultures. Most people talk about the son of Isaac, the grandson of Abraham, the descendants of Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Israel. But are you familiar with the 12 tribes of Ishmael? The life and ancestry of Abraham's firstborn son, Ishmael, are frequently less well known. Don't forget to subscribe to Ancient Hiztory for fascinating insights into the mysteries of the ancient world and captivating historical narratives. The account found in the Bible about Abraham's wish to have a son is well known to most people. At first, Abraham and Hagar, his servant, who went by the name of the Egyptian slave, had a son. Ishmael was the name of this boy. Abraham later had another son, Yitzhak in Hebrew and Aramaic, who was also named Isaac. Jacob, who is often referred to as Israel, and Esau, Isaac's other two sons, were his offspring. The 12 tribes of Israel were descended from Israel's 12 sons. But when asked about the people of the Middle East, other than the Jews, many people tend to think that all Arabs are sprung from Ishmael, since they don't have a thorough understanding of the Bible's sacred scriptures. Nonetheless, the Arab population is heterogeneous, comprising descendants of Ishmael and other Semitic peoples related to other biblical heroes. The Middle East is home to Ishmael's descendants, yet it's not just his descendants that live there. Other Semitic peoples, like the offspring of Abraham and Keturah, are likewise connected to biblical characters. In addition, there are the descendants of Lot and Esau, among others. Thus, the Middle East is home to a multitude of Semitic groups descended from a variety of biblical characters, not just Ishmael's descendants. In Abrahamic religious traditions, Ishmael is a well-known character who had a big impact on the lineage and history of the tribes that share his name. Ishmael was the firstborn of Abraham, the shared patriarch of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, according to the biblical and Islamic story. Abraham's wife, Sarah's Egyptian servant Hagar, was his mother. The birth of Ishmael by Hagar occurred amid rivalry and familial strife after Sarah, who was infertile, let Abraham have a child with the servant. Sarah gave in, and as a result, Abraham's wish to have a son was fulfilled with the birth of Ishmael. Even if there are differences amongst religious traditions, Ishmael is commonly recognized as an Abrahamic ancestor who was vital to the history of the Arab tribes. The meaning of his name in Hebrew is "God will hear," referring to the divine assurance that Ishmael would be blessed and raise a large nation. He holds special significance for Muslims, since it is thought that he contributed to the building of the Kaaba, the most sacred place in Islam, in Mecca. As a result, the story of Ishmael serves as a crucial point of confluence for the three great monotheistic religions, and its cultural and religious ramifications have been felt throughout the Ishmaelite tribe's history. According to the biblical account of Ishmael found in the book of Genesis, God told Abraham that Ishmael would have 12 sons and grow up to be a powerful nation. The names of Ishmael's 12 sons, Neth, Kedar, Adbil, Mibsan, Mishma, Duma, Masa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedema, are given later in the same book, in chapter 25, verses 13 to 15. A huge expanse, spanning from Havilah in Egypt to Shur in Assyria, was home to the princes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israelite descent, and the tribes of Ishmaelite lineage. But there were other Semitic groups in the Middle East besides the Ishmaelite tribes. Other Semitic peoples existed in addition to them, such as the Midianites, who were the Ishmaelites' brothers. Through his marriage to Keturah, Abraham also gave rise to 5 more tribes. At first, the Midianites and the Ishmaelites seem to have been closely related, even sharing a genealogical count. But the 2 sons of Ishmael and the 12 tribes took different routes through history. Historically, the Ishmaelite tribes inhabited a wide area that included portions of North Africa and the Middle East. The Arabian Peninsula, which comprises the majority of Saudi Arabia, as well as portions of Yemen, Oman, Jordan, and the United Arab Emirates, served as the Ishmaelite tribe's main center of activity. Despite the harsh conditions of this desert location, the Ishmaelite tribes learned to live nomadic lives and found ways to survive in the surrounding parched desert. Apart from the Arabian Peninsula, the Ishmaelite tribes also extended to sections of the Levant, encompassing modern-day Jordan and Syria, and the Sinai Peninsula, situated between Egypt and Israel. They even had a geographical impact in parts of North Africa, including Sudan. The historical migrations and movements of the Ishmaelite tribes over the ages are reflected in this wide geographic spread. Let's now examine some obscure details regarding Ishmael's lineage. Neth was the eldest of Ishmael's sons, according to the biblical story. The name Neth is derived from a prophetic name found in the book of Genesis, where it says he would father 12 princes. Neth means prophecy or of prophecy in Aramaic. Neth's historical record indicates that Isaiah chapter 60 verse 7 mentions the tribe of Kedar, who were also descended from Ishmael, becoming well known for their sheep rearing. Ancient Assyrian documents often contain references to Kedar and Neth. The Nabateans of Josephus's day were descended from Neth, the eldest son of Ishmael, according to the historian. He said that the Nabateans lived in a huge area that stretched from the Red Sea to the Euphrates River. The area was dubbed Nabatea, or the realm of the Nabateans. Because he had the chance to engage with the Nabateans, the historian Flavius Josephus also states that he learned about these people firsthand from them. The fact that the Nabateans spoke a language other than Aramaic, the Nabatean language, is an intriguing mystery. Assyrian sources, notably narratives from Tiglath-Pileser and later Assyrian rulers, frequently refer to the tribe of Kedar. Important Assyrian monarch Tiglath-Pileser III ruled from roughly 745 to 727 BC. He is renowned for his reforms and victories, which had a profound effect on the history of the ancient Near East and the Assyrian Empire. Merchants made up the majority of both the Kedite and Nabatean tribes. They traded ceramics, spices, and other goods of a like nature. The tribe of Adbil, which originated in the area of Arubu before falling under Tiglath-Pileser's rule in 744 BC, is frequently mistaken with the tribe of Eli. The Nabatean name Eli, which sounds a lot like Abdullah in English, was given an Aramaic translation. Historians claim that the Eli tribe lived in the Sinai Peninsula region. Now, with regard to the tribe of Mibsam, here's an interesting point raised by certain historians. Did the descendants of Mibsam have a major influence on the establishment of communities close to Jebel Mibsam? Some have speculated that these two tribes may have been related in some way, maybe through marriages or mergers with the Israelite tribe of Simeon. It's interesting to note that Chronicles chapter 4 verses 24 to 27 has pertinent information in this regard. This shows that given the wealth of resources in that area, it's possible that the two tribes mixed with Simeon's ancestors while they were living in Egypt. Moreover, some people think that the Mibsam tribe merely merged with the Simeon tribe, which is why they eventually vanished from history. Regarding the tribe of Duma, the Bible states that it was a city in Canaan, as stated in Joshua chapter 15 verse 52. It's also mentioned in Isaiah chapter 21 verse 1, together with Edom and Seir. The tribe of Duma itself is widely identified by historians as being linked to the people of Aduan. According to one story, Esar-Haddon related how his father, Sennacherib, faced the Arab stronghold of Aduan in his attempts to subdue the Ishmaelite tribes. H, the king of Aduan, also known as the king of the Arabs, was captured by Sennacherib. Additionally, Ail is identified as the king of the kites in an inscription found on our Bani Pal. This implies that the Ishmaelite tribes may have had tribal leaders of their own, but they also may have had a supreme king. Regarding the Massa tribe, documents found at Tiglath-Pileser III state that Tema was honored at the summit of Jalgame, which is situated approximately 14 kilometers south of T. The Massa tribe is mentioned in graffiti texts found by archaeologists Winnett and Reed in relation to Danaan and Neth, two additional tribes of Ishmaelite lineage. That's all for this video. We'll be back soon with another informative video. Don't forget to like and share this video. To keep exploring ancient history together, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time!